another year of Comic-Con, and I know I said this on Twitter and stuff, but leading up to this year of Comic-Con, this was my 8th year, maybe, something like that. I wasn't super that excited for it. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. But that being said, this year was definitely the best Comic-Con I've had. And it really wasn't for the actual con or anything. It was more just about the people that I spent time with there, the new friends I made, and just the overall, time I spent there. A lot of times in the past, my Comic-Cons have been filled with drama and just drama. There was no drama this year. It was just a really, really great time. I got to meet so many of you guys, and you guys are seriously the sweetest, most amazing people ever. We took pictures, we hugged, we talked about action figures. Seriously, again, and I know I've said this a million times before as well, but meeting you guys is always the highlight of any con I go to. So on the first day, I dressed up like Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite, and I had like the sky hook and everything. This costume was probably my favorite of the con this year, although it is getting a lot of hate on the internet for being too sexy. A lot of people are saying that like I disgraced the character and everything. I really didn't mean for the costume to be as revealing as it was. I didn't go with shorts or anything, and I really just... Okay, let me explain myself here. I am a procrastinator, and I do this every year to myself, and every year I end up regretting it for some reason or another, but I never actually piece all of my costumes together until the day I put it on. I will build pieces, make pieces, buy pieces, and I never actually see it as a completed product until the day I put the costume on. My Booker DeWitt costume, I've never needed black dress pants before, under any circumstance, if I ever needed those. For some reason, I guess black slacks, as they call it, the sizes are different than jeans. So I bought the pants in my jean size, not knowing that they were going to be a size or two too small for me. Put on my Booker DeWitt costume, I'm all ready to go, pull on my pants, and oh shit, they don't button. They don't even zip. They were so small on me. My only option was either not wearing the costume at all or just keeping them unzipped and just folding them over like it was on purpose. I went with option number 2, which was just folding them over. This is what got most of the negative feedback from a lot of fellow cosplayers and a lot of females, was that I sexified the character. I just want to say that when I do a costume, especially when I do a male to female costume, the reason I do a lot of male to female costumes is the fact that I can make it my own. I'm not taking a photograph or a picture or a piece of artwork and emulating it completely. I enjoy cosplay where I can take a character and try to keep the essence of that character and the things that make it who that character is, but then add my own personal creativity behind it. And even though the pants being unbuttoned was because I was stupid and I never tried on the pants before actually putting the costume on for that day, having it cropped and unbuttoned, that's just my own creative take on the character. And I'm sorry if a lot of people really felt that it was against who that character is. But again, it was my own interpretation, and it was my way of bringing Booker DeWitt to life as a female. I am proud of that costume, and I personally loved how it came out. I did several photo shoots with my favorite photographer of all time, Adam Patrick Murray, and he took pictures of my Booker, and I will be having prints of those coming out soon. So keep an eye on my site for those. I had 2 favorite moments of the con that happened while dressed like Booker. I didn't even care about finding an Elizabeth. I had to find the Tease twins. At Anime Expo, there were these 2, a guy and a girl pair that were the best I'd ever seen. They were there. I went to the game section of Comic-Con, and there they were, and I was just like, oh my god, this is great. They were in character the whole time. They spoke like them. They made my day. Like, right off the bat, they made my day. Second favorite moment that happened while dressed as Booker is I was walking just through Comic-Con, just minding my own business, and I catch the eye of another Booker, a guy Booker, who also had the skyhook. The funniest thing is we both looked at each other, we raised our skyhooks, we revved it, like, vroom, vroom at each other, and then just kept walking. Like, that was our greeting. revving our sky hooks at each other. And I don't know why, that just made me laugh for the rest of the day. The next day was Friday, and I dressed as Cammy. Now, I was supposed to be in a group of Cammys. There were supposed to be like 4 of us. And throughout the planning process, Cammys just started dropping like flies. We were supposed to do every different variant of Cammy's alternate costumes, and I wanted to reprise my green one, even though I've always wanted to do the pink Cammy. In a group of Cammys, I was like, I want to be the legit green one. So yeah, they just started dropping like flies until there were no other Cammys. It was just me. But I did work the Koto Bukaya booth. I might have completely butchered that name. I'm sorry guys if I did. But I did, I spent an hour there just for photo ops and stuff for them with my friend Abby Darkstar, who does a great Chun-Li, and it was so much fun working a booth with her, especially in corresponding costumes. It was great. And the guys at the booth were amazing. I was honored to be there with them and representing their booth. And thanks for me being there, they gave me this badass Harley Quinn statue. Look at this thing. I know I've said a million times, I think Harley Quinn is overdone to death. She's one of the most overdone costumes recently. But this one, I kind of want to do this one because she's all cute and blonde pigtails, and I really want to do a cosplay with a vinyl bodysuit. I've never done a cat suit, bodysuit, whatever you call it before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I do, it's not going to be until much later, like next year or the year after that. One of my other favorite moments happened in my Cammy bodysuit, or my Cammy outfit, was, well, first of all, 2 epic moments was I got a video with Yeshmin from Mediocre Films. Greg, if you're watching this, you're freaking amazing. I love you. I think you're hilarious. I loved shooting with him. Like, he's just great. And his character, Yeshmin, was so much fun. So much fun. Thank you so much for giving me a video. Also, with Kasim G, I had been on one of his videos, my very first Comic-Con. That's where a lot of you guys found me through. And he also, I got to interview with him again, and he did a video with me as well. And he also is just so funny, so nice. So those were like 2 big fun moments for me. But aside from that, I was up at Comic-Con, there's like these huge stairs that go in between the halls. And that's where like all the photographers hang out and everybody does photo shoots there. I was up there doing some photo shoots, and as I was walking away, during the photo shoots, there's a group of 3 kids, about 8 or 9 years old, watching me and giggling constantly. The whole photo shoot, they were just there watching me and giggling. So as I'm walking away, a kid comes up to me and goes, "Can I have a hug?" I knew what he was up to. I was like, "I'll hug you, but you cannot grab my ass." And he was like, "Okay," and he walked away. So for the next 10 minutes, they followed me around outside because I was walking back down to like meet some friends outside or something. And they followed me, and I just kept hearing them behind me giggling. They were giggling because my ass was out, I know. But they were following me giggling, and I was okay, they're just going to follow me all day giggling at my ass. That's fine. They're little. They don't know any better. And then I like, one of the friends I was meeting is this guy, his wife, and his son, who is the sweetest. They're just the sweetest group of people ever. And I like kneeled down to take a picture of the son, who's also probably about 8 or 9 years old. And one of the kids that was giggling the whole time ran up behind me, smacked my ass, and then ran away as if, I don't know, as if I was going to chase him down with a gun. Ran away, and all 3 of them were screaming at the top of their lungs. Like, I don't even know. Just, okay, you smacked a girl's ass. Congratulations. And you run away screaming. So that was, I actually found that funny. I wasn't offended. I'm not one of those cosplayers. This is the longest rambling video I think I've ever done. I'm not one of those cosplayers that wears a thong and then gets offended when people try to take a picture of my ass. I'm in a thong. What do I expect? Like, seriously? And to everybody at cons, you know, if you want to take a picture of my ass, that's fine. You don't need to be all creepy and sneaky about it. Just ask me to turn around and I will. I'll give you a posed butt shot. You don't have to sneak up behind me and then act like when I look at you that I've caught you red-handed. Just ask me, hey, can we get a butt shot? Or can we get one of her winning poses? I know the Cammy character. I know that a lot of her victory poses are her ass. I'll do it for you. Just ask. And then on Saturday, I dressed up like Kasumi from Dead or Alive. And that was so much fun. That costume gave me so much trouble. I didn't get to the con until like 12:30 or 1 because me and my friends spent over an hour fixing the wig. I bought the wig from Epic Cosplays, which came very recommended to me from other cosplayers. And they sent it to me completely unfinished. Like, there were gaping holes in the wig where hair had not been placed yet. And again, my fault that I didn't even open the wig until the day of the costume. This is totally my fault. We spent an hour placing hair, weaving hair through, styling it to cover up all the bald spots of this wig. So I didn't even get to the con until much later. And as you know, the day before I left for Comic-Con, I took the Kasumi costume completely apart and redid the whole thing in one day. Again, cosplayers don't ever do that. It's the worst thing in the world. But I had a lot of fun in her costume. It was great. I met, I think, 2 other DOA cosplayers that I just took some quick photo shoots or some quick shots with. And it was just, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun as Kasumi. I definitely plan on shooting her again, just with a much better wig. I didn't really buy much of this Comic-Con. There are 2 things I totally wanted and I had my eye on. But when you're cosplaying, you don't want to walk around with a lot of bags and stuff, because that's just a hassle, and you put them down and you forget them and that kind of stuff. So I got business cards of 2 companies I want to buy from. One is Anovo's. Those guys, just those guys, even without the kick-ass shit they have, are amazing. I really hope to work with them in the future as far as like doing booth promos and stuff with them. They are some of the coolest people I met at the con. And they do Battlestar Galactica and they do Star Trek stuff, but they have a Star Trek dress, a blue one, that I absolutely fell in love with. I have to have one of those in my life as soon as possible. It's so sexy and so cute, and just, I want it. Another booth that was sold out of what I wanted, but I'm emailed them already to buy from them, is called Pendragons. And they do this, I actually have bought from them before. I didn't even realize it at the time until I got home. I checked the status of this course that I bought, and I was like, oh shit, that's that company at Comic-Con. I bought an R2-D2 corset from them. When I get it, I promise to post photos. But they do a Star Wars corset dress that I've got to have. So I am going to be ordering that from them as well. So that's basically my Comic-Con wrap-up. Keep an eye out on my website, Raychul.com, for new pictures. I've got some video up there. I've got both the Cassim and the Mediocre Films interview that's up on my site. Cosplay photos will be coming soon. And the next 2 or 3 cons I will be at is VidCon, coming up, I think, next weekend. Maybe PAX Prime, but I'll also definitely be at Kamikaze. And I'll actually be doing signings at Kamikaze. I'm so excited! And to wrap up this video, again, it was great meeting so many of you guys at Comic-Con. You make my cons amazing. You guys are freaking amazing. And to everybody that I will hopefully meet soon at the other cons I go to, I say this every time, I'm never too busy to say hi to you guys under any circumstance. I don't care what I'm doing. I will drop whatever I'm doing to meet you guys, because you guys are my #1 priority. I love you all, and thanks for watching.